Universal Studios Hollywood and Universal Orlando Resort are both set to open some brand new exciting attractions and lands next year. And in today's video, we want to break down every new thing happening in 2023 for the Universal Studios parks in both Orlando and in Hollywood. Let's jump right into it. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Exploring Attractions. My name is Scott, and if you are new here, consider subscribing down below with those bell notifications on and leave this video a like at the end if you enjoy it. As always, you can find all of our social media pages down below in the description of this video. Helps us out a whole lot if you follow us on there as well. That's right, everybody. Today we're going to be talking all about the 2023 openings of both Universal on the East Coast and the West Coast. And obviously there's two main heavy hitters. There's also a few things that you may have forgotten that was announced along the way, and maybe some stuff to look forward to. And by looking forward to, I mean special events and full-scale theme parks. So with that being said, let's jump right into first Universal Studios Hollywood. As early as January of 2023, you will be able to step foot into Super Nintendo World, and this will immerse you completely in the world of Nintendo. You'll meet characters like Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, and Toad, and there's even been rumors of being able to meet Yoshi. Although those rumors have not been confirmed yet, we can hope one day, even if it's not during opening, that we're able to meet Yoshi in the land. However, on top of all the meet and greets, there will be tons of interactive areas for guests to interact with the different power-up bands, which can now be purchased at the Universal Studios Park, and the main attraction of Super Nintendo World, which is titled Mario Kart's Bowser's Challenge. This attraction will take guests on a thrilling adventure throughout some of their favorite Mario Kart courses, including Rainbow Road, using augmented reality technology and making it seem like the players are racing right next to you, seeing Mario, Peach, Drybones, all those fun characters all in front of you using that augmented reality technology. Super Nintendo World will open up as early as January for pass holders. However, the official grand opening day is set for February 17th. You can find Super Nintendo World in the lower lot of the park right next to Transformers The Ride 3D. Up next, we have the Twosome Chocolate Emporium, which is opening up very soon in City Walk, LA. Twosome Chocolate Emporium, for those of you who have gone to Orlando, you're familiar with it. It's a savory kitchen, but it also has plenty of sweets, hence the name Chocolate Emporium. This construction has been long overdue. It obviously was paused during the pandemic and they had to get Super Nintendo World done first, but Twosome Chocolate Emporium has really ramped up construction and is now 100% complete, other than the training that they have to do for all the staff. I can definitely see them opening up this brand new eatery early 2023. I'm thinking either January or February, since you're going to have a lot of foot traffic to the park with Super Nintendo World. I would assume that Universal wants to open this up very soon, along with the opening of Nintendo World. So I don't think we have to wait too long until we step foot into Twosome Chocolate Emporium and try all the delicious treats and all the delicious savory items that they have to offer. And it has been confirmed that we are losing 2 attractions next year over here at the Hollywood Park, and by attractions I mean shows. The shows are getting limited down here. Special effects stage and animal actors are set to close in January of next year. Now, what are they going to be being replaced by? Or rumor suggests that a Fast and Furious drifting coaster will be making its way to Hollywood. And now this is just rumored concept art somewhere on the internet that people have been floating around. This concept art, however, does look like it was from a long time ago, as the concept art shows the old Starway before the renovation. But with special effects stage and animal actors actually closing in January, and that's a confirmation, you gotta wonder, are those rumors true or are they planning something else for it? Regardless of what is to come there, we do know that something's replacing those 2 shows, and there is a whole lot of room for when they start to destruct that area. Of course, people have been spotting markers across that blueprinted area on where exactly the Fast and Furious coaster may end up at, but like I said, there's no confirmation quite yet. However, I do expect to have some announcement as far as what's replacing that plot of land, either later next year or sometime in the summertime. Those are just my bold predictions. And while we may be losing the special effects stage, we're also losing the Jabberwockies, finally, in my opinion. And why I say finally is because me personally, I feel like they've been at Halloween Horror Nights for way too long. But segueing into Halloween Horror Nights, as we all know, Halloween Horror Nights 2022 was such a big hit. You had big movies there like Michael Myers and Halloween, you had returning favorites in La Llorona, and of course newcomers to the event that lots of people doubted before in the Weekend After Hours Nightmare. Now I personally think that Halloween Horror Nights 2023 will be bigger and better than ever on both coasts. This is kind of like a cross coast kind of thing. I think that they have something very, very big planned for next year, and the only reason why I say that is at least here in Hollywood, down the freeway, you have Knott's Berry Farm celebrating their 50th anniversary of Scary Farm. So you're going to want to imagine that Halloween Horror Nights is going to want to go all out this year, since Scary Farm will most likely be going all out for their 50th anniversary. And not to mention the fact that Halloween Horror Nights has already announced its first house of this year's event, which is Chucky, based on the hit USA TV show. And if they didn't have something big planned, then in my opinion, they wouldn't have already announced a house as early as closing night for Halloween Horror Nights 2022. But since that was kind of a cross-coast kind of announcement, let's talk about Orlando now. Shrek 4D closed down earlier this year, and it was a big question on what would be replacing it. There's lots of rumors surrounding what could be replacing it. Will it be a ride? Will it be an attraction? Well, it's kind of a mix of both, as Minions Villain Con Blast will be opening up in 2023 at the Shrek 4D location. And thanks to our favorite construction updater by our Reconstruct, he has snapped some photos of actual Villain Con signs already being placed in the queue section of this attraction. Now this attraction will use a moving walkway system, so guests will board this moving walkway system and go from scene to scene using blasters to shoot the different bad guys throughout the ride. We don't know exactly how this technology is going to work, as it is a first of its kind at any theme park, but if you want more information on that, Alicia Stella over at Theme Park Stop did a great job of breaking down what possibly could be this attraction, how exactly it could be working out. Along with VillainCon Minions Blast, you'll also have a brand new Minion themed area. Universal Orlando has promised to bring Minions Cafe in replace of Universal Monsters Cafe all the way from Hollywood. Now, like we've discussed in our announcement video, I do think that this will be a lot more space compared to the one in Hollywood. I think you'll actually be able to go in and sit down inside of Minions Cafe, and it'll be a little bit more detailed since they have more room. But as far as the quote-unquote Minions themed land goes, I definitely think that it'll just be renamed to Minion Street, with VillainCon and Minion Mayhem right across from each other, and then Minion Cafe right down the way, unless they were going to do something with Rip Ride Rocket, like retheming it to Super Silly Funland or something. I think that they'll just rename it to Minion Street, and it won't be this land that they announced in the press release. Also announced this year was the destruction of Kid Zone, and once again, E.T. has stayed safe. And I'm really concerned as far as E.T.'s future goes, because I feel like that's on the chopping block very, very soon, especially since he announced the destruction of Kid Zone. Now, obviously, the brand new, or not brand new, but it's been news ever since they got rid of Barney. A DreamWorks experience will also be going with it. No news on animal actors quite yet. However, Kid Zone will be getting the axe, and something will be making its way in replace of that. We don't know what that is quite yet. There's a whole bunch of rumors going around. I've heard many different things, and I really don't know what to believe or what to get my hopes up for. And I think that's a big thing that we need to think about going into 2023, and that I really push every single year. And that's the fact that rumors are never confirmation. There can be tons of rumors all over the place, and those rumors can indeed not be true at all. So here's to hoping that we get something very large scaled in a land or a ride in replacement of Kid Zone. And as of right now, we can still enjoy E.T. as it stands. I hope that doesn't go away in the near future at all. But last but not least is something that we've been covering quite a bit on the channel, thanks to BioReconstruct once again, and that is Epic Universe, the construction progress. There's going to be tons of construction progress in 2023. If you're unfamiliar with Epic Universe, it is the brand new large theme park that Universal Orlando is building. This will be the fourth park. You have Volcano Bay, Islands of Adventure, Universal Studios Florida, and now Epic Universe opening up in 2025. Now, the construction progress has been a whole lot of fun to track this year, and there's been tons of different changes. But more recently, it seems like construction's been ramping up and speeding up quite a bit. I mean, what they're able to accomplish from January all the way till December in literally just 1 year is super impressive. And like we've mentioned in past Epic Universe construction updates, I definitely think that the coasters will start testing within the summertime of next year because all the track is starting to get placed. So that'll be something to look forward to, as far as if you're following the construction progress online, you have some excitement to get building as we approach the opening year closer and closer in 2025. But that's gonna do it for today's video. Now I want to know, out of all of these on the list, what you're most excited for to open up at either Universal Studios Hollywood or Universal Orlando Resort. Let us know down below in the comments section what you're most excited for. Anyways, everybody, my name is Scott and you've been watching Exploring Attractions. Positivity is key, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.